Hi, my name is Emma Fortune. I'm an assistant professor in the Mayo Clinic, and I'll be discussing our work on assessing emotions in employees in a workplace setting using wearable devices. A working environment which induces positive emotions in employees is fundamental to producing optimal engagement and productivity, and to reducing employee turnover and absenteeism. Workplace emotion is typically assessed using post-hoc tools such as questionnaires, which are subjective and not timely. Recent advances in wearable devices have led to the assessment of emotions in real time for a range of scenarios, including in the workplace for construction workers. The highest accuracy in emotion detection has been observed in studies on the fusion of different device modalities. However, limited research has been performed on healthcare professionals, despite the high prevalence of associated burnout. So the objective of our preliminary study was to determine the accuracy of using multimodal devices to assess the emotional responses of desk-based healthcare employees. 5 employees were included in the study. All participants were right-handed. Exclusion criteria included any cognitive or physical impairment, traumatic brain injury, and color blindness. Participants were exposed to video stimuli and were individually tested 3 times during their regularly scheduled work shifts for 1 day, at the beginning, middle, and end. Participants were presented with 1 randomized stimulus at each one of the 3 observations. The videos were chosen by research staff, 1 to elicit positive emotion, negative emotion, and neutral emotion. During these observations, EEG, GSR, and video data of the participant's face were simultaneously collected through the iMotions biometric research platform. The iMotions platform calculates arousal, which is the strength or intensity of an emotional response from either EEG or GSR data, and calculates valence from the video data, which is how positive or negative a reaction is. EEG signals were collected from the frontal lobes using a wireless 8-channel EEG system secured with a headband. Frontal alpha asymmetry was calculated as the relative difference in alpha power between the frontal left and right hemispheres through iMotions and used as a metric of arousal. Participants' GSR data were collected using shimmer GSR units secured to the participant's non-dominant wrist with a strap and with a pair of bipolar electrodes securely attached to the index and middle finger. Peaks per minute were calculated from the GSR data in iMotions and used as the metric of arousal. Video data were recorded using a portable webcam. Facial expression analysis is then used to estimate valence using an AI-based facial feature detection algorithm performed by iMotions' built-in Aftex facial expression engine. We used Russell's circumplex model of emotion to classify positive, negative, or neutral emotions from the data. Here you can see that arousal measured from the wearable EEG device is on the y-axis, and valence from the video data is on the x-axis. Data points which fall in the left quadrants are classified as negative emotions, and those which fall in the right quadrants are classified as positive emotions, with neutral being on the midlines. The data points in blue represent observations where a positive video was shown, green represents neutral, and red represents negative. Agreement, precision, and recall were 73, 56, and 100% for positive emotion detection, 60, 40, and 40% for neutral, and 60, 0, and 0 for negative. We find that EEG was 100% accurate in detecting arousal to positive stimuli, but also detected a response to 100% of neutral stimuli and detected no response to 40% of the negative stimuli. Using the GSR-derived arousal data in the circumplex model, we have 2 quadrants again, with left indicating negative emotion and right indicating positive, with neutral falling on the midlines. Agreement, precision, and recall were 87, 80, and 80% for positive emotion detection, 80, 63, and 100% for neutral, and 73, 100, and 20% for negative emotion. GSR was 80% accurate in detecting arousal to both positive and negative stimuli, and detected no false positives during neutral videos. In conclusion, both models demonstrated good accuracy for positive emotion detection. GSR detected arousal with greater accuracy than EEG, and the limitations of the study include subjective choosing of the videos and the small sample size. So future work will include validated video stimuli, the inclusion of heart rate data, self-reported emotional responses, and larger participant and stimuli numbers. To sum up, wearable devices can accurately detect arousal in the workplace, and wearable devices combined with video-based facial expression analysis can accurately detect positive emotions in the workplace.